Я даю добровольное согласие на видеосъемку. Tolkachyov Pavlo Vladimirovich.
I gave my consent to the video recording. Tolkachyov Pavlo, born on 11th July 1975, a native of Lugansk region, city of
Пролетать
Rovinky.
все мины. Моего, то, что на глазах оставили лиса, ранили.
All the mines began to fly. I saw how one of our soldiers was wounded. He was hurt very badly. From the backside, 2 legs below, the meat flew out and a fracture of the left leg.
Ввел антибиотик, все бинты потратил. Кричал, что он 300-й.
I bandaged him, injected an antibiotic, and spent all the bandages. I shouted that he was wounded, few times, hardly. They said to wait, and that's it. Help didn't come.
Так, через 2 квадратных метра миномет, танк ПТУР.
Then at night, mortar, tank, ATGM began. In the morning, they came around me. If you want to leave, drop your weapons. I dropped my weapon, never shot all the mags, and surrendered. I realized that I was just waiting for another mine, and that's it.
Я понял, что я тут дождусь только очередной мины, и все.
А спробуй пригадай, коли тобі ця думка прийшла в голову.
Try to remember when that thought came to your mind. What were your emotions?
Я думав, що я зробив велику ошибку у житті, що пішов на мобілізацію.
I thought I had made a very big mistake in my life that went to the mobilization. I could hide. Calm down.
Але цього баран дебіл не зробив. Я думаю, що в цьому...
And I'm a fool because I didn't. I think Putin's Russian world is to blame for this.
А як вони винні? Ну, що ти маєш на
How
увазі?
are they to blame? What do you mean? What exactly did they do?
Ми жили в Україні, хороша.
We lived in Ukraine, a good country. Everything was fine. I worked in a mine. I have a loving wife, son, and then they took it and destroyed it at the end of life. I had 3 years until retirement.
Пенсії вже 3 роки оставалось. Все моє життя.
My whole life was broken, and not only mine, but all Ukrainians. When there was mobilization, they said that for 2 weeks for training camps and that's it.
Була мобілізація, сказали, що на 2 недели на збори і все. На роботі закрили.
At work, the staff was cut. I could no longer work, earn money for the family. My mother is sick. The wife, after a stroke, also doesn't work. My son is studying.
Син учиться. По телевизору идет пропаганда.
There's propaganda on TV that here's all the Nazis, that they should execute people, cut off heads and so on.
Людей отрезают головы и так далее.
А тут не так.
But here it isn't so.
Коли я побув, тут не так.
I've been here, it's not like that. I was treated with respect and fed.
Розкажи, як оце...
Tell us how your impression of the Ukrainian army has changed. What was, what became.
Яке було і яке стало, коли ти там здався?
Коли здався, я сказав,
When I gave up, I dropped the machine gun, 5 mags. I said, shoot me. They said, why is it needed? Come with us, you will live. I was very impressed. I thought I would be shot or tortured or cut off limbs. They didn't do anything like that.
катувати, или отріжать конечності. Мені такого...
This is the first thing that changed my mind. Then I thought they would bring me somewhere, they would cut off my ear or something to ask. I don't know. I told what I knew, I showed everything. In fact, they didn't cut anything. This is the second time I was surprised. Then all the time they were given water, fed, treated differently than we are told on TV.
Правда, нічого не отрізали. Це мене другий раз поразило. Потім все время давали води, погодували. относились не так, как нам говорят по телевизору. Наша пропаганда, которая там.
Our propaganda, which is in the Lugansk and Donetsk People's Republics. For 6 months they didn't pay salaries, so our wives went to the military registration and enlistment office.
А по телевизору говорили, що нам платять гроші, що нам виплачують якусь там матеріальну допомогу.
There was no information even where we were. And on TV they said that we were paid well, that we would be paid some kind of material assistance. There was none of this. Only then, 6 months later, they began to pay money slowly. The money was paid not by those numbers which said on TV. There were 26,000 rubles at first, but then they paid 15,000 each.
Все время по телевизору говорят 176 тысяч, 200 тысяч. Я получил один раз 176 тысяч. Последнюю зарплату тоже 176 тысяч.
That's it. Then only at the end of September they began to add wages. All the time they say on TV that 176,000, 200,000 rubles. I once received 176,000. I also didn't receive the last salary of 176,000 because they said you have to go and fight and after that you will receive your salary. I didn't get anything for the wound either. They didn't give me any documents.
І не тільки мене одного.
I don't know the procedure, discharged from the local medical unit and everything is in order. I feel like I've been lied to and I'm not the only one, 99%. Yes, there were such situations, people also do not receive money. And for a very long time these issues are resolved and no one is paid, neither 176,000 nor 200,000. Only if you have been there for a long time, which is very physically, I believe, impossible.
Неможливо, невозможно.
So they wait until you will be killed, right? Until later, and then you will be killed and they don't need to pay anything.
Получается, эти деньги всем обещают, а какая-то только там 1%.
Yes, it turns out that this money is promised to everyone, but only 1% of these people receive it in the end. They still haven't even issued a salary card or military ID. In a year and a half, right?
Да, у меня была по утере шпаргалка украинская.
Yes, I had a temporary Ukrainian document because of the loss back in 1998 as issued. How they made out that I served, and that's it. And so I kept saying, make a military ID. No one did anything. We will do it later, they said. I think that is done on purpose, to send people preliminary from Donetsk and Lugansk regions like a cannon fodder to grind us all.
Людей прежде всего с Донецкой, с Луганской области на мясо отправить. Перемолоть их всех.
When locals were released for dismissal, let's say from Donetsk or Makiivka, and they were detained there, they were tied to a chain. You will sit in the basement for 3 days and go in the first 5 to combat to take positions. They could beat you in case of inappropriate answer.
Сидеть 3 дня в подвале и пойдешь в первой пятерке занимать позиции.
We were sent for meat for slaughter like a death conveyor. All these groups are changing. New ones are being brought in and 5-10% maximum of the new ones remain. Commanders walk around all this time and their junior overhears so that we couldn't chat among ourselves and we didn't spread panic. Everyone understands that we are going as cannon fodder. Phones are also taken away and recorded in a journal so that you speak on time.
10% максимум. Командиры все время ходят и их младшие подслушивают, чтоб много не болтал между собой, не разводил панику. Все понимают, что мы идем на мясо. Телефоны тоже забирают и это записываются в журнал, чтобы по времени.
If you say something wrong on the phone, then they bring the commander a sheet with a wiretap. What did you say that you are either not fed there or beaten or something else? This has happened to some of your fellow soldiers before, hasn't it?
Да. Ну, пришел ночью злой.
Yes, the angry commander came at 9 and said that you are writing on telegram and your wives write that you are not fed, poor food,
Что вас не кормят, плохое питание, зарплату не дают.
that we do not give you a salary. We had 5 people there. He lined them all up and hit each one. It turned out that someone gave the phones to other. He called his wife. Wife shared it on Telegram. After that, all phones were taken away.
Давал другим телефон. И тот звонил жинкам, а жены рассказали об этом в Телеграме. После этого все телефоны под запрет позабирали все.
How did they get access?
Не знаю. І таку телефонну розмову із Телеграма. Хлопці, прячьтесь, тікайте.
I don't know. They listened to the phones and social networks. Guys ran away. It's all propaganda. In fact, everything is exactly the opposite. What is shown on TV is a lie. We all go as cannon fodder. Putin and the Russian world are to blame for this.
Все йдуть на м'ясо. В этом виноват Путин и русский мир.
Чому вони тобі мають повірити?
Why should they believe you?
Тому що я щас
Because I'm here and I'm alive.